Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Graham Dreamboat Morrison. I am here for Astral versus Trident. And it looks like we're live. Bomb's already down this retake. In a lot of trouble. It is just Yenny trying to come straight through. 1 versus 4. He gets absolutely annihilated. That'll be 9-7. As all of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, we were live. We were back. And while stuff happened leading to Astral winning that round, 9-7 is the score line for them. They're going to be bringing out a bunch of AKs. Couple Mac 10s, just trying to let Badonka Dizzle and Huss get a little bit of money farmed up here. We are over on CappingTV 2. There'll also be another game on CappingTV 1 if you were watching there, but I mean, I would encourage you to stay with me. I like myself. I don't know about you guys, but as it stands, it is going to be a push through water coming out towards Monster. That's where Certs is waiting. He's in a lot of trouble right now. Finds 1 kill, but he'll be run right over. AK recovered. Cookie trying to find anything else, but he's got pressure coming straight through. Smoke, however, will allow them to regroup, move back around towards the A-bomb site. Hyphen's in a decent position right now, though. Do they know that he's here? Don't think he's going to win a round by any means, but any damage is better than nothing. And he's got a player looking the wrong way. Tapping away. P2K finds the kill. Can he get another? Actually does a lot of damage. That's 36 HP on Cookie. He'll go down as well. This is expensive. The 2 versus 2 right now. And they know where Badonka Dizzle is, but he is taken down. However, they only managed to recover. Oh, they do get 2 AKs out of it. But still costs them 1 of the AKs that they bought in this round. So expensive for Astral to pull out regardless. And now we have full rifles for Trident Storm. Worth noting for this series is that even though Astral Influence have the lead right now, this is Trident Storm's map pick in this best of 3. This is their attempts at having their way in this series, their control. Losing this one would be a big confidence booster for Astral Influence. If they can't influence the series, but Stormfire. That's Fire for Storm. Or Firestorm, if you like the way that his tag rolls through there. Getting the first pick into the round. Ooh, a nice nade in. Does a lot of damage to Cookie as well. And these 2 players for Astral and Connector. A little bit of trouble. And advantage. Fire is 1 HP after counter nade and his engagement. Leaves him in a little bit of a hairy spot, but he's feeling confident. He's already got a kill. And man advantage is big. Slowly, though, these Astral Influence players are working their way towards A. Clover's not really in a position to watch, but we'll see what Clover can do. There's going to be a player moving up long right now. Let's, will he find a kill coming around the corner? Molly is going to push him back a little bit. That will allow him to be smoked down. A couple kills, though, coming in for the hit, but Clover getting pair is nice. Fire going to get 1 more. Gives him a duo as well. But a trio for Clover, shutting down that A hit. It's a big round for Trident Storm. Astral Influence are going to be dropped down to pistols. See some text coming out. P250 Deagle. Badonka Dizzle is going to be stuck on the Glock, just trying to build up as much cash as he can. To try and farm a little bit of cash, Hyphen is on a UMP. That's where he's over towards A. That's where players are coming straight towards him. Nade's going to come in. How much damage will be done? A lot! That was 74 done to Badonka Dizzle. And now Hyphen's got a pair of kills. We'll go down. The UMP will be recovered as they continue this approach to the bomb site. He's going to go in. Another meaty one onto Huss. Good HE damage done this round. Berserk has found the first kill. Will fall, but the bomb is down, which is quite nice. However, it's just Huss right now. He's lit. Got the Deagle taken out. We'll grab another. This is, of course, map 1 of the best of 3 between Astral Influence and Trident Storm. On Trident Storm's map pick, it is Overpass. The remaining maps in the series are going to be Inferno, which is Astral Influence's pick. And if we need to go there, if it needs the decider, it will be Dust 2. Of course, an El Clasico of maps in CSGO. But that's a ways away for now. We are here, and it's going to be Yenny getting another nice opener for Storm. The big up shot on it to Eno. Cookie going to go down as well. Clover getting another kill. Thriller getting one as well, and this is a bit of a meat grinder towards water right now. 2 versus 3 situation. What can Huss and Zerts do? Fire is sitting in the pit. Find the first kill. He's looking around. No, Huss is going to get it. Quickly traded through, though. Leaves it now a 1 versus 2 for Zerts. He's got the AK. Moving up around. Bomb is down. CT's not in a position to safeguard it, though. Right below boost. He's going to hear the scope. I think he's expecting this boost to come right over top. And if he does, that would be a great way for him to limit this down to a 1 versus 1. Full minute to work with, though. He's got time. He's just looking around this corner, waiting for someone to come. He has to press the issue a little bit. Timing is going to be key. Spots out the arm, finds the kill, but oh, he doesn't manage to get the spray through. Yenny on the up, ties the game at 10. And if you are going to drop spoilers in chat, like Azurred did, you're going to get timed out. That's what I'm here for. As well as casting. Keeping you all around. You are not going to be able to confirm VHL TV. Nuh-uh, none of that today. We're just here for the beautiful. We will confirm you with a big fat ban to the face. And with a big op shot to the face. Keeps the streak going for Trident Storm right now, finding all the openers. There was a quick trade back by Huss. Still, rough situation, and now it's Zerts once again. This time it's a 1 versus 4. Moving up, gets a dink in with the CZ. He has a smoke down to play around with. Leaves him a bit of a window. Can he isolate another player? Wants to keep getting 1v1s here. Keep finding spaces that he can. Oh, there's another nice shot. He's down to 11 bullets on the CZ-75. But he might be able to recover that rifle. I think that's where he will elect to go. Bomb down and short right now. Oh, is he going to go for the spam? I thought for a second he might. But he is smoked out. I think he realizes the bomb might be in the smoke. That gives him a chance to get it back out here. Try and force rotate. Make these players move. And find any way he can isolate another 1v1. This has been beautiful by Zerts so far. But can he find anything more? 45 seconds on the clock. That's plenty of time to work with. Another smoke coming into short, though. Keeping both of these players towards B. Now we do see Hyphen starting to move out of here a little bit. Just trying to catch off the rotate back to spawn. And now Zert's starting to inch his way out. Does he expect the player out in the open? No, he doesn't. Instantly fire, getting the aim punch in and cleaning up the kill. Trident Storm there, rolling now on their pick. First half was 8-7. Astral Influence held the lead. Second half, aside from the pistol round and the follow-up, it's been early on. Trident Storm looking very strong. No op this time. There will be a player going towards Connector. It's going to be a presence early once again. Can Clover find some of these kills in Connector, though? 3 players actually up long very fast. Seeing a quick read by Hyphen, realizing that that might be an issue. Starting to fall through. Yenny's close with the SMGs. Flashed up. Didn't see the player cross through. This could be an interesting spot right now in Connector. As Cookie's finally got the opening kill for Inferno. Or Influence, sorry. Mind is on the map. That I do love so much. Now, 1 player is over by A. That's Hyphen. There are 4 terrorists towards him. He's going to see a smoke coming in. That's going to be some information. We'll throw Molly down. Now it's a matter of trying to do a little bit of damage here. Stay alive. Good nade coming in. Does about half up to 1 player. Tag up through as well. Both Molly's going into banks. A little bit questionable. As Yenny's moved out around Dumpster. Fire's got 1. Oh, Yenny. I thought he was going to get that kill. He had a window for it. But now it is a 3 versus 4 retake. Fire has players coming straight towards him. He's found the first one. Does he expect 2 more right there with them? Perhaps. Flashbang's good. He's going to go up, though. That might be questionable. Spots out the first kill, though. Makes it now into a 2 versus 2. Bomb ticking away. 1 player lit. Oh, Clover just not quite aiming at the right location on that one. They start to move up. And now this should surely be around for Astral Influence. Yeah, Hyphen doesn't really have much of a window to get through here. Doesn't even find the next kill. And now Clover will fall. Beautifully done by Astral Influence, gaining a lot of control towards A and holding the rotates towards B. Pistols right now for Trident Storm. Just getting mults. That's getting a pair. Clover and Connector probably going to get taken out as well. Yeah, Cookie getting that one with the AK. His USP's not doing terribly much right now. There is still a PT-50 and a Deagle on the field, though. Gives them a little bit of a window. Potentially find some kills. Damage is all they're really looking for. Making this expensive for the very little that was spent. Tag up with the D, gonna get fairly low, but nope, no kills. It's a clean round. Astral Influence regain their lead. Money's still not amazing for Trident Storm, so this is a good opportunity for Astral Influence. They do have Zerts on the Mac 10, trying to farm up a little bit of cash, build his bank, because... Oh, actually, he's gonna swap over to the AK. Never mind. I was wrong. And we'll see if that's a mistake, because there's very little armor. There are a lot of upgraded pistols that can do some damage. Thrilla took 2 damage dropping down the stairs. I've been there one too many times. Now towards Connector. And he's going right around the edge of the smoke. Here's that it's going to be a fast hit towards the B-bomb site. With pistols in this site, that could be costly for them. 50 tapping away, not able to find a kill. Fire, though, he's got one. It's going to be an AK that is, of course, lost. Will the remaining pistols find any more? No, it is just going to be that one. With a 4K, not that impressive. It is just an eco. But, I like to point it out regardless. I'm just not going to get too hyped about it. Now, though, it is guns for Trident Storm, and we have Yanni on the op. He has been incredibly effective with it thus far. He is, in fact, pacing his team right now, 23 and 16. If he can continue to have high impact with this, it could be a good way for Trident Storm to even this game back up. Again, it looks like it is going to be B pressure. Fire's going to drop down. Oh, the timing on this is huge. Breakthrough with the AUG. He finds 2 of them. He'll be taken out from short as a massive 2K. Huss trying to even it back up. Still goes down. Now it is 1 man standing. It's Cookie, 1 versus 3. But beautiful play by Fire, just dropping down, spraying through Monster Tunnel and finding the kill. 1 there for Cookie. Will win it out, but he's down to 1 HP. 1 versus 2 with 1 HP. Does have plenty of time left. But he's going to walk right into the scope of Yanni. 12th round for Trident Storm. Utility will be light on a couple of these players here. Will it be... What will the weaponry that comes out be? Fire is going for the AUG with no util. There's a couple FAMASs to get a little bit of nades in that they can. There's only 2 kits. This is a hairy round right now for Trident Storm. We're going to be seeing Yanni going up towards an area. Flashbang comes in, though. Perfectly placed. Denies him that kill. As it is, again, A fanning out towards A. Going up Connector as well for Astral Influence. They've been fairly effective here. See if they can make it continue to work. A little bit of spam trying to be exchanged to the gap in the door. And Clover, that was shot, I think, just spraying through the smoke. Clover came around the corner up short and, well, lost his life for that one. Neither team have much of an economy, so this is a very pivotal round for both teams. Man advantage right now for Astral Influence means they might be able to cruise. They win this one potentially to the end of map 1. However, that's bomb going to be found for free by Fire.
Why is the 2 con?
Trying to follow it. Moves over to Long, but he walks right into Eno's scope. Man advantage once again regained by Astral Influence. That Molly! Oh, it clipped the pillar there. It bounces back. And a Molly from Eno. However, the kills are still going his team's way. It'll be out Long. It does 1 damage. That's not really what you want out of your HE. Eno still taking through, and now it is just Yenny with the option. 1 versus 4. They got a tag through, but now he should not win this. And Eno finds the kill, closes it out. 14th round for Astral Influence. Trident Storm at risk of losing their own map pick. This is, of course, a best of 3, so it's not the end of the world if they do lose it. It's not like it's a one and done. However, would give Astral Influence a nice place to go through. Next map in the series will be Inferno, should we go there. Well, when we go there, I should say. And then Dust 2, should we go there. Connector Huss is going. And oh, Yenny, he was pushing long, got caught out by the op. Zerk getting one as well. Ooh, Hyphen, that was a filthy 1D. Getting the guy coming up, Connector. However, it is, again, damage, the name of the game here. There is very little money for Trident Storm. Astral Influence, their bank's starting to roll. Starting to get comfortable, so they'll have buys till pretty much the rest of this game. Ooh, fire gonna fall. Bombs down on B. Now it is just Hyphen with that D. He hit one nice one so far, but he's in a molly. It's spread. He dies. Oh, Molotov spread. How cruel a mistress it is. And now this is map point for Astral Influence. They will have 3 chances to close it out before we end up in overtime. And if you look at the buy from Trident Storm, UMP, FAMAS, P90, a Scout, and an M4. That does not seem good. Dropping down into the molly. Hyphen, though, that's just giving his life away. And that's the rifle. It's an incredibly costly play. He was committed to it, but it was a bit of a mistake. Fire, you know he wants to try and recover this, but he's going to be having, like, he has to be connector if he wants it. And there's 2 AKs staring straight at him. Is able to drop the smoke down. Waiting for the sprays through. Checking the top connector. He wants to recover that M4. He does get it. That's just a question of what can he do with it. Backs away, and that leaves just Yenny towards A right now. They're gambling so heavily, it's B. And look at what Thrilla, he's about to find the bomb. Spots it out. Only be able to get any of these kills, though. He's very low. P90 in hand. Trying to find anything. Into the meat grinders. There it goes. This is his life. Bomb was spotted out. Down connector. Fires in an intriguing spot. You expect it. Finds one. Not going to find the second, though. Quick trading and decisive trading from Astral being so key. Clover, though. Going to recover the AK. Drops the bomb. In here with the Scout. Let's take that Bino as well. He's got the CZ in hand. He's going to get it. Now it is Clover. 1 versus 2 for the map. What can Clover do? Bomb is down. That's key. There is an op in hand, though. Sprays through. Finds the kill. Now it's 8 seconds. I don't think there's time for this one. He just can't let the bomb go down. He's going to push right through the smoke. And he goes into Clover's arm. It's the 1v2 win. Keeping his team alive on the map. Costly round, though. And when they really didn't have much money for Trident Storm, it is rough with how many players they lost. It will be, again, an interesting buy. They do have the op recovered, though, and that's a tool they would not have had Clover not shown some heroics there. So Clover's got an M4, op back on Yenny, and then again a UMP, P90, and a Scout. Be fast towards playground this round. The op flashed up, and Eno gets the kill on to Hyphen. It's tough. These opening pick attempts just not working for Trident Storm. They've managed to have a couple gutsy round wins to clot back. But after kind of the first few rounds of this half, all of the kills at the beginning of rounds with going to Trident. This has been a quick change. Yenny with a nice equalizer. Fire can chime back in with 1-2. Will be quickly traded back. However, that keeps it a 3 versus 3 situation. Trades do favor the T side. And it looks like, again, they want to go towards B. That's where 2 players lie in wait. Thrilla on the P90, Clover on the M4. Thrill is in a great spot here. So close. Comes around the corner. Not going to be able to find it, though. Clover trading through, getting both of them. Now it's just Ito. Clover can get another big one. No, it's going to be Yenny from above to get the up shot. And now 14-15. One round away from overtime. This could be the final round of the first map, or it could just be the round that pushes it to overtime. But it is the final round of regulation one way or another. Fast towards A by the looks of it. Again, the flashbang has been so good going in there. Yenny's wanted to go up party a few times to get that pick. Flashed off every time, but a big op shot regardless will connect from Yenny. That's a second one. This is absolutely massive for him. Can he find the third? Oh, he gets a bit of a tag through, I believe. However, damage done early. A third kill from Yenny. Single-handedly shutting this down. Can he find one more? There is a player towards there. That's Dizzle. But I believe the damage done. I think we are going to overtime. It's a 2 versus 4 right now for Badonka, Dizzle, and Cookie. Timing on this is key. Yenny looking towards long. Peek out will be good. Here's the player swinging out. Misses that shot. Just smoke down and fire in the sights. Found one. Now it is just Cookie. 1 versus 4. Has done a lot of damage. Trying to find the next player. Getting shot from behind, though. Will be taken out. Clover's done it. They flinched overtime in an unbelievable little spree there coming back. And now Trident Storm keeping their map pick alive. Both halves 8-7. Both halves favoring the CT side ever so slightly. That means that overtime is going to be a lot more hairy. We do have a bit of a break right now as they just trying to calm down, collect their heads. Just trying to see where they want to go in overtime. But in the meantime, while we wait for overtime to come, we are just going to kick to music slightly. That way I can get a little bit of water. We'll be back shortly for the overtime of Map 1 between Trident Storm and Astral Influence. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I am Graham Dreamboat Morrison. You can give me a follow on Twitter if you are enjoying this cast at DreamboatCast. But enough about me. We are back here, about to be live for overtime between Trident Storm and Astral Influence on Trident Storm's map pick in this best of 3. It is MR316K. Plenty of money for both sides to buy what they want. Yenny once again going up the party. Flashbang in once again. I'm not sure Why he keeps going for it. It always seems to be flashed. Especially now when they have all the utility in the world for both sides. Seems a bit redundant, but I applaud his effort. Although, he tried and storm once again on that CT side and fire, opening things back up with the kill on desserts. Was towards B though. He was the only player there. See if it forces any rotates from Trident Storm. They seem to be content to be sitting 3 towards A. Yanni with op in hand has been so pivotal, especially in that last round of regulation. We'll see what kind of an impact he can have here. Look at the read right now, just from the information that has been gained from Thrilla. They've put 4 on the A bomb site now. That is where Astral Influence are going to hit. Slowly eking their way up bathrooms. Molly coming in. And they're just going to smoke the edge of that Molly and throw a nade in. Or edge of that smoke, I should say. Peeks out, finds a kill onto Huss. Peeking back out. Missing the shot on the offer. Try and peek out. Eno's got him, though. It's just Eno, though. Clover cleans it up. 2K for Clover. 1 for everybody else but Thrilla. And the first round of overtime going the way of Trident Storm. It's their map pick. That's what you'd hope. That's what you'd expect. But regardless, it is good to see. A lot of ground gained right now out towards water. There are still 3 players from Trident Storm towards B. Reads have been strong thus far. Slow motion though right now as they're starting to move players around a little bit on the T side. Molly will go in towards B. He might just try and put some pressure, but more players from Astral Influence are up around A. Thing is now 4 players are towards B for Trident Storm. They're going to see Hyphen start to rotate back up. Yenny's spidey senses are tingling. There's a bit of an inkling that there might be players over here. They're actually going to rotate Thrilla up as well. Zerts with a big kill. And a fire. Bomb still towards B. This is a very interesting setup right now. As they try and fake towards A and then rotate back to the hit B. Clover is going to be such a massive player in this round. If he gets a kill or 2, could completely sway things. Clover finds the first kill. It's a nade. Peeks out. Not quite able to get the second one. A lot of damage done, though. That allows Thrilla to come through. Bomb needs to try and get it onto site. Oh, not going to be able to deny. Thought for a second it was. It's a 3v3. Look at the position of Badonka Dizzle, though, coming right down through heaven right now. Streetek's starting to move out. The timing on his flank could be massive. Eno will find one. He's very lit. Oh, Thrilla does find that kill. Here's the shots from heaven. Spots out Huss as well. When we find that kill, Thrilla will, and now it is just Badonka Dizzle. Up in heaven, finds the first kill, spraying through, able to find the second. He's on 9 HP. Time is low, though. Heaven's on the bomb. Oh, it's so close, and oh, Dizzle will get the headshot through the wood, tying the game at 16. But that flank was massive. The positioning in heaven was not expected. Managed to find the 1v2 win. And Influence knocked the game back up. These two teams have been so very close on this map. Worth noting as well, as I'm not the only cast going on for CappingTV right now. We are also bringing more content, more MDL relegations over on CappingTV 1. This is the most important one. This is the one that you guys all want to see. And as you should, Trident Storm and Astral Influence putting in a hell of a game right now. It is hopefully the first map in one hell of a series. Two teams just absolutely brawling it out. What damage has been done to Badonka Dizzle? What an alias that is. Again, motion towards A. It looks to be where Trident Storm will want to go. Hyphen and Yenny waiting in the site. Yenny, again, has been deadly with that op, as has Eno. Fire towards B once again, finding a kill with the op. Oh, the flash, team flash coming in, though. We'll find a kill onto Zertz. Cookie and Eno quickly trading it back, though. 3 versus 3. Rotates starting to come through. All coming from the same side, though. And one of them is an op. So make this the world's easiest retake. Molly's and Smokes coming in to try and crush them out as well. So this is the last round of the first half of overtime. Take's starting to come through. It's a little bit slow to get out. I mean, they've just barely gotten out. Eno will find the kill with the op. 2 versus 3. Clover and Fire right now. Smoke gonna go in. Now it is just Clover and Cookie spraying through. Gives him a 3K. We'll wrap that one up. First half done. 17-16 the score. Now, once again, we are a little bit of a break here. Just taking time for these teams to swap halves. First half OT done. Astral Influence, slight edge again on their opponent's map pick. Astral's pick is Inferno. That will be the next map when we go there. Dust 2, tiebreaker, if needed. Of course, my name is Graham Morrison, also gone by Dreamboat. You can give me a follow on Twitter at DreamboatCasts. And if you are enjoying CappingTV, you can give us a follow at CappingTV on Twitter as well. We do appreciate the support. You can drop both the CappingTV 2 and the original CappingTV follows as well to get notifications when we go live as we work to bring the best coverage of Australian Counter-Strike. And now, game restarting match live. We got that big green text. It is the second half of OT. Both teams 16K to spend how they see fit. But the big thing of note is that the first halves, both were 8-7, both favored the CTs. Astral Influence grabbed 2 rounds on T side. That is absolutely massive. Will it carry through? Will it not? We're not sure. We'll find out soon. Hopefully, we will get an answer. You know, in a nice spot. Oh, he just shot too early. Went off the shoulder peak. No op for Trident Storm, which is the intriguing one. Yenny had a lot of impact with it, but he is just on the AK. Slow moving around right now from Trident Storm, just grabbing some space. They put a little bit of pressure towards B, a little bit towards A. Not ready to commit either way. Bomb even in a very neutral spot, just at the bottom of connector. And now, you know, we'll find the first pick on the Fire as he starts to hit up towards A. I believe this is just to put pressure on. Try and force rotates. Molly's coming down, though. Stop Yenny from applying any extra pressure through. We'll be moving up onto the site right now. There's 3 players in B. This is being read very well as the hit's starting to come through there. Thrillent needs to find a kill. Not able to do so. Yenny quickly traded out as well. Now it's a 2 versus 4. Thrillent needs to pop off absolutely massively right now. It's now a 1 versus 4. Could this be around it? It will be. Astral Influence grabbing it. Now they put themselves back on map point on their opponent's pick. This is their opportunity to try and wrench the game away. Once again, no op from Trident Storm. What is their answer? What do they do with their backs against the wall? We've seen them come back from a 2-round deficit on map point before. That's how we got here to overtime in the first place. In fact, that was a 3-round deficit that they clawed away. Can they find it this time, though? And Oh, a push out long, but Donka Dizzle drops Thrilla. You know, will be quickly traded out. They realize that there is still one player lurking in long right now. Dizzle could be caught. Bomb will go down on A. Dizzle walks, find another kill onto Hyphen. Y'all giving him that range advantage for that duel. 4 versus 3 retake right now, trying to come forward. 2 players out long, 2 players towards the B rotate. Clover, he's found a free kill though. Peeks out, he's got him too. Oh, and Zerz gets that one, now it's his fire. And he will go down. Husk getting that kill. Astral influence. They have taken their opponent's map pick, and they're going into Inferno, the second map of the series. Their own pick, up 1-0. That's the first map of this relegation series in the books. What will Inferno bring, and can Trident Storm respond there? Will they force us to? We'll find out just on the other side of a break. I have been Graham Dreamboat Morrison, though. Like I said, give me a follow on Twitter at DreamboatCasts. We are CappingTV. We will be back shortly for the second map of this set. Thank you all for tuning in. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Graham Dreamboat Morrison. I'm here once again. It's for Trident Storm Astral Influence map number 2. This time it's Astral Influence's pick. Astral having won map 1. They picked that one. Picked that one up on Overpass in overtime. That's right. Regulation wasn't enough. We had to go to the extras. Extra inning, extra set of time. But we are here. That's where we really want to be, anyways. Isn't it? Over on Inferno, beautiful map. We'll be trying the Storm starting out on the CT side, Astral Influence on the T side. We'll see if how evenly these two teams look to be matched over on Overpass carries over here. Or whether this is where Astral Influence closes the series out. Fast up mid, they start to move. Swarming towards the players over in Boiler. Flying out around the corner. Perhaps they're going for the split. Should be Thriller to call that one. And it is going to be the wrap going through. So this gets the kill. As Yenny pushed up Banana. And that means the B is completely open for them when they get there. Yenny might be able to peek this corner and find a kill. I was even going to oblige him with a peek. I was going to give him the dignity of it. Trying to find a kill. Trying to find anything. Being shut down, though. A lot of damage done to him. He's 16 HP. Retake coming through. All 4 players trying to fly up Banana for this one. That's not usually a formula for success. Jenny's the first one to fall. Zert's getting a pair. Now it is just Clover. He's about to be knifed in the back. He knows it's going to shoot him in the head. I was hoping he'd go for the knife. But Astral Influence with a dominant pistol round. Pick up the first round of their map pick. Yep, 2 MAC-10s on a pair of their players, 3 AKs on the others. Just trying to find some way to farm some cash. HEs went in. That was about 3 used, none of them connected. And the AK's done some early damage to 3 players up Banana. Surely they'll send a MAC-10 up there at some point to try and suss it out. Actually, it's going to be 2 AKs walking into that one, just to create a meat grinder. But they are at the risk of losing one of them. A lot of damage done. That will be 2 kills, though. Oh, Zertz with the last couple bullets he had in his foot finds the remainers. Now Fire and Hyphen, both on P2Ks. Both left alive. Well, now it is just Hyphen as the MAC-10. Banks $600. Slides that right into his pocket. He's feeling good about that. And now Hyphen just wants to find any kill. Hopefully, he is the low HP player. That is going to get the chance to. MAC-10 will find the kill. So, $1,200 in the bank for Huss. Pretty good for him. He's gotta be feeling good about that. And now we'll have rifles coming in for Trident Storm. Ah, bless me. But you know, Caesar aside, this round is live. Yenny with the noob tube, the auto shotty finds a kill. Zert's gonna fall as well. 2-man advantage right now for a Trident Storm. Kind of flying around the corner. What can the shotty do? It's missing, but it gets the full damage headshot. 1-shot kill. Though, he's traded out, made things a little bit interesting. Hog of Fire sitting in the back of the site. Smoked off. He's gonna go through it, the madman. He went through it. Beautiful. Drops bomb. Beautiful. We find the last player. he knows where he is at least. It is just Eno, 1 versus 3. Wants to find anybody. Wants to find anything, any kill. And they're all not peeking him. We'll throw Molly in. Walks into the AUG and fires, got the kill. Big push of the smoke there, clinching the round for Trident Storm.
Does start of the
Big
molly
shout out
though.
to the noob tube.
I believe I'm coming in and helping you.
Oh, hey!
Hey.
I am no longer alone. I've got Sassy. He is.
You're never
he is-
alone.
he's gonna be sassy, aren't you? You're gonna drop some sassy lines on me. Live up to your name.
Dude, we might have to, but first off, we're gonna see Stormfire taking 50 damage there and gets taken down by Cookie. And that's definitely a good start for Astral Influence. Definitely a start they need against Trident Storm here. And they're gonna be slowing down a little bit. You know, they've got the man advantage. They don't need to overcommit here, but we do see the rotation coming in from Yenny as well, so definitely a good read from this CT side as the smokes do come in for Murder and Arch. He's got to push through it, but let's get ready for this T side to push through here. Clover does find 1 kill from the balcony, finds another as well. Huge stuff coming out from him, and we're going to see a 2v2 here, but Inferno does find 1 kill there, making it a 2v1, and I mean, 1v2 here. Will Thriller be able to pull this off? What do you reckon, Dreamboat?
Well, it's a nice pair of kills from Eno to open up the site. But Thriller, he will be hearing him scoping it down below. If he expects Zerts. Oh, head pops up, finds the kill. Now he knows the player's right below him. Swaps over to the AK. This is the op shot. Will he find the kill? Does so much damage. But Eno, he's got the op. He just needs to hit 1 shot, and you better believe that he will. A 3K for him and a round for Astral Influence.
That was crazy. I mean, like there was a lot of things. You know, if some of those fights went slightly different, you know, we could see Trident Storm taking that round. But huge stuff coming out from Eno there, and we do see the T side bringing out 2 Mac-10s, making it a bit of a bonus round, knowing that Trident should be on an eco round, but we do see a bit of a force fight here, and the first kill going in favor of the T side. But will Thriller re-peak that? That's the question at this point. He's got the Deagle in hand. Should be able to do a lot of damage, but you think once he peeks that corner, he's going to be dead. But he's not even going to peek it, as we do see Zerts coming in and taking them down. And I mean, there's not much you'd really expect coming out of this round. You know, we need to see a massive play coming out from Trident, or a huge mistake coming up from the T side. But
yeah, and I reckon they're going to be saving here. I mean, Clover, he's got the M4. Doesn't have any money in the bank, so I mean, really no one on his team does, but I think he'd like to save that, see if he can have a higher impact rather than trying to come in and pull off a 2v5. Might go for an exit or 2, but I'm not sure he even likes his chances too much on that. Hyphen though with the scout, another story. I'll be moving over to see if he can find that exit kill. Worth noting, of course, this is the second map of a best of 3. Astral Influence took Trident Storm's pick on Overpass. That game went to overtime. Clover gets 1 tapped by Cookie. This is Astral Influence's pick in their chance to potentially close out this series 2-0. Even though I think he's going to try and recover that M4. I don't think he'll be allowed to, though. Look how far down Cookie's going. I think he's got an idea that might be something that comes through. Tag of the scout. Going by the follow-up. Can't quite. Cookie gets the kill.
I mean, that could have gone a lot better for him. I mean, look at the HP of some of those players there. You know, it could have been. Clover definitely wanted that M4 going into this round, though. I mean, we did see him in the round that they almost won. Did get 2 nice kills from the balcony. But anyway, we're going to see them going into a full eco this round, and they look like they're going to be stacking towards this A-bomb site. And,
this is
you
a
know,
huge opportunity for Badonka Dizzle right now and Zerts, both on the Mac-10. There is no armor on the field. $600 a kill. It's a chance for them to farm some cash. Dizzle's going to go out. Doesn't find the kill, though. He's going to save him. A lot of damage done, though. This is a weird round.
He's actually able to kill it. He's got the AWP as well. Will he be able to find anything? He's jumping over like crazy, but Not able to find anything. But Cookie is down on 3 HP. And look at this. Zerts. Look what he just found. He found... Oh wait, no. He's on the T side. I thought he was a CT player rushing down mid, my bad. But anyway, B site in favour of Zerts. And his team is slowly coming in. And I don't think Clover will be able to find anything here, but... I mean,
There is a Mac 10 lying around somewhere, and yeah, he looks like
yeah,
he
he's
found
got
that
it.
one.
He's got it. But I mean, Cookie 3 HP, Dizzle 32. I mean, it is possible for him to find some frags here, but you'd assume that the T side, you know, they'll be smart about this. But I mean, we do see those players, the ones that are actually the most close to him. So it is possible.
I'm a
But
little bit surprised that Clover try and like save this as well. I mean, I guess no, because with the loss bonus they might have.
wait.
They should have money
This
for a buy.
this might be huge. Let's get one of them.
Well, and here's the other thing: Zerts wasn't able to recover that AK, so that's actually a lot more damage done. Yes, he got the $600 for the kill. Yes, he found it. Sure, it is what it is. But much more to the point is that the AK wasn't able to be carried over, forced a rebuy, and even though a couple of these players on Astral Influence have a very healthy economy right now, doing whatever damage you can is key. You see, even Eno is down to 1600.
But
He got with no fire with the kill.
Jeez, good start from them. But Dizzle also with the Mac 10, opting to go into this round with this as well. And that's a bit interesting. Trying to build that bank, you know, really showing their confidence on this map. Obviously, it's their pick, so you'd expect that. But I mean, losing that first frag definitely is not the start you want. And you know, Trident starting to get their footing into this game, but will they be able to convert off of this as the T side? Grouping up towards this mid position, clearing it out. But maybe they're just waiting for a bit of aggression from Banana while they were doing that. But they're not going to be able to find any of that. We do see Trident pretty reserved and holding back on their sides, so... I mean, I guess it makes sense with the amount of utility that they do have left. But, you know, it does find the first frag onto Stormfire, definitely what they need, and this could allow the team to wrap around Arch side here, but Clover chiming in as well onto Cookie. But look at this, bit of a crossfire here, but Hyphen peeks a bit aggressively and his teammate isn't able to follow up there. But he does get a dink down. And is that Huss? Huss does find the next kill onto Clover, and that's going to be the AE bomb site in control of this T side. You know, finding another frag as well, definitely showing his prowess on the AWP. And that's going to be Thriller saving.
Yeah, just got to run away, try and hang on to that gun. There's no money in the bank for his team. He's going to be around for Astral Influence. They're looking very poised on their map pick.
And when you think they're about to win the round, like, you know, they get the man advantage, and then everything just went completely downhill from there. They only found one more kill.
Well, he was able to hang on to it. No hunt came in too fiercely. That's, like I said, because a few of the players on Astral Influence don't have that much cash in the bank. However, Trident, I mean, they're going to be buying a few pistols in here to do some damage. Jenny had a little bit of cash, has the Clover, so a few Deegs coming out. I think going to get one as well. I don't like their chances unless they can hit kind of a miraculous 1 Deeg. No, it's going to be leading the charge fast up. Banana right now. 2 players are there. Oh, and then
Look at this
Jenny took a ton. He's dead. He's dead, and he barely saw anybody.
But Thriller here, you know, he is the one player on B side, but look at Zerts going through construction. Thriller does find a kill, but is he going to expect this play and going through construction though? He actually does, but he gets taken down there. You know, losing that Angel, and that's going to be the M4. Taken down, only Deagle's left, and I mean, we needed Thriller to go off there for them to have a chance. Hyphen does find the bomb and Dizzle, but traded straight away, and I mean, this round looks over as we do see Clover towards top middle here, and the B bomb site obviously in control of Zerts, so you know his team is going to rotate in there. And this should be a 7th round for the T side.
Well, there will be an AK to be recovered. That is what Clover's found. I think he's going to try and save. He might try and get a little bit of damage done. I'm not sure he will have much of enough. Oh, there's the Opera there. Now he needs to run away.
But is this going to start the chase? That is the question. 'Cause, I mean, you know, overall they don't have a lot of money across them, but 2 of their players, you know, almost at 10,000, 1 at 10,000. I think it's worth the chase, and that's what they're going to do here, but will Close be able to find anything? Gets taken down by Zert straight away there. And 7th round on the board, and I mean, Dreamboat, I don't know if you're, I'm sure you're familiar with Inferno. Like, everyone's seen this map, but 7 rounds on the T side to 1. I mean, you got to be starting to worry if you're Trident Storm here.
Well, we've seen it even as recently as the major. I think back to that specific Liquid versus Astralis game where, oh, my fire just took so much damage from fire. But neither team did much on their CT sides. It was like 14 rounds and 13 rounds on the T side. So, as long as your T side's just as good as your opponent's, you don't really need a CT side.
Yeah. Fair enough, but I mean, let's hope they're able to pull off something incredible on their T side, because if you're Astral Influence, you've won this half already. You're feeling good about yourself. Yes, you know, they could still lose at 8-7, but with 7 rounds on the T side, you feel like you're winning this game at this point. But we are going to see the T players grouping towards Apps, and the rest of them rotating back towards them. We've got 1 player in Banana getting ready to throw some nades for a bit of a fake here. But Stormfire does find, you know, so definitely the start they needed here. But Cookie does trade it back straight away, and Clover definitely showing that he's worth it on this balcony position, and finds another kill as well. And this has got to be their first 4v2 scenario. I don't know how they won the first round that they got on the board, but surely Dreamboat, surely you think this is their round. And with that rotation coming in from Yenny as well, you know, they've got the man advantage on this bomb site. The only thing that could happen completely wrong here is if they go around the world here, but Yenny does think about it and does try to rotate into them, but look at the time on the clock, 7 seconds. They just have to stop this bomb plant. It looks like they're going to be, they're not able to do it. Zert, will he be able to find this frag? Look at this crazy spraying going through the smoke at the moment, and in the end Clover does shut this round down, and that was a bit hectic at the end of that round. I mean, it should have been a lot cleaner for Trident Storm, but in the end they kept 3 players alive. Definitely good for their economy. But it's definitely good to see them finally get that round on the board, and will they be able to string another one together?
Yeah, I mean, it was big for Astral Influence even just to get the bomb plant there. But that money that was so plentiful with the damage done, you can already see it started to dwindle a little bit. Gives them an opportunity, and fire with a big kill onto Eno. It's a lovely opener. You're going to see more of these players from Astral Influence group up towards Apps again. Perhaps getting ready to hit A for what feels like the millionth time, even though it's only been the 10th round of the game. This one here. Typhon coming out will be taken down by Dizzle. Will any more come through here, Sassy?
No idea right now as my game has decided to crash.
Oh, it's a good time for that to happen. Is Huss has gotten 1 more kill. It's a 2 versus 3 situation right now. Astral Influence. Will they be able to pull it out? Flashbang's good, but damage still taking through. Yenny on an auto shotty. Not the best gun for a retake, especially not the A bomb site. Bomb will be planted. Actually, it pulls off of it as he hears players starting to wrap through. Moves a little bit safer into sight. Wraparound is coming in behind. Will he find the kill? You better believe it. He's got both of them. Closing out the round. We'll find the defuse on top of it. 2 ops saved in Trident Storm. This will be a huge boon for them.
Definitely, and keeping 3 players alive again, and actually getting a double AWP. I don't know if they had that in the last round, but I'm sure they saved that from the other team, right?
Yes, they did.
So definitely a big boom for their economy, and this is definitely a good opportunity for them to get back into this half and back into this game. And you know, Stormfire, his opening picks have been so crucial to the success of Trident Storm so far, and will he be able to do that again? As we do see the T's aggressing middle at the moment, but will he be caught off? And they're already taking Bracket's control, but look at that nade doing so much damage. But it looks like they're going to be going for the wrap through CT spawn. They've left one in middle, which is, you know, but we've
Yenny's
also got...
Yenny's sitting in B right now, has the op-out. Flashbang is going to be good, pulls him
Look
off
at
the angle.
Stormfire
But can he
as
peek
well.
out? Oh, but the shot is so good.
Now it really comes down to Frilly here. What will he be able to find? And if he can creep through the smoke at the right time, he might be able to drop down this bomb, but Cookie does call him out there and does take him down, and you know, that went horribly wrong really fast there. And I mean, you look at the HP on them, you know, M4s in hand, you know, they're going to be able to take them down with headshots there, you know. Before, if they're at full HP, you know, 91 damage, you know, doesn't really work out for them. But this round is definitely one that they should have been able to win, but
Clover, though, trying to save, has the M4. He's killed 2 of them. Won't be able to get any more. No, but Donkadizzle rips the head off.
did you see that shot, Dreamboat?
Yeah, just a gap in the smoke. Tracked them through. Caught him through the edge of the wall. Got the kill with the op. That's a lovely shot. Nothing too spectacular. Just good crosshair placement.
But the main thing that I have to point out right now is look at Trident Storm. Look at their money. You know, they go into their mum, they go into their dad, they're asking for money, they go into the bank, they're trying to get loans, but they're not able to get them coming through here, as they are going to try Aggress Banana though. Will they be able to find anything? Yenny burning in this smoke at the... This Molly, excuse me, at the moment, almost dying to that grenade, and you already look at the HP of these CT players, and they're not so favourable weaponry, and you definitely think this round is open, as Zertz does get the first kill there. Cookie chiming in as well. And, I mean, the only player left is Fire here. Will he be able to find anything? And he does not, and they only do 35 points of damage there, Dreamboat.
Yeah, very dominant round. But it is what you expect when it is just pistols. You don't expect too much.
And we still have to get excited there, you know, pistols, you know, we've seen some huge things come out of them. You never truly know until the round is done. But again, Clover getting taken down straight away there. Zertz almost finding a frag there, Thriller taking him down, but he's down to 20 HP, and Huss does straight away get aggressive onto Hyphen, but look at some of the HP on these CT players. I mean, 20 and 57. Obviously the man advantage in favour of the T side as well, and the B, A bomb site almost in favour of them as well, but the rotations are coming in fast. 2 players down to 11 HP and 12 respectively, but Cookie getting taken down, and it's just 24 HP between these 2 players. Yenny going in maybe for this knife. You know, he'd be better off switching to his pistol in this situation. But he's just going to hop onto this bomb, see if he can bait out these players here. Missing the shot onto the player, and Abster does take down Inno, but the molly going onto the bomb. Will he be able to hit this? He does take the shot, and he does take him down, and that's going to be a 1v2 clutch coming out of Yenny. Definitely a much needed clutch and a much needed round for this Trident Storm side. And that's going to put their 4th round on the board.
Big, massive clutch there from Yenny, getting a huge kill through the tiny gap in the doorway. Manages to just rip the body away. He was only 12 HP, but still absolutely massive clutch. And a huge round for Trident Storm. Now can they carry this momentum?
I mean,
So
they're
we
going to
have
have...
players from Astral Influence just running kind of straight up mid right now with kind of reckless abandon. Will they be able to find these kills though? Fire and Boiler in a lot of trouble. He's going to be taken down.
Cookie does
kills
take
his
down
teammate as well.
I mean, you know, at least his aim is on point and they're willing to risk taking down this player to take down the enemy team as well. But Yenny does get his first kill of this round as well. And I mean, 4v3 scenario, might be able to upgrade to one of these rifles here, as they did come into this round with 3 UMPs. And will Yenny be able to stop this cross from Huss? But another kill coming in from Dizzle, but now he's going to be left in a 1v3 scenario. Might be able to take down Yenny here, but Hyphen does come in and cleans up on Clover's damage, and that's going to be a 5th round, and they're going to be able to upgrade to those AK-47s as well. And they should hopefully get a nice buy going into this round, and I mean, if they want a chance in this game, this is an important round.
Well, now a double up setup right now for Trident Storm. It's Fire and Yenny. Both the representatives from Storm holding those AWPs. And there is no AWP for Astral Influence. It's Eno on a Deeg. There's a buy for everybody else, though. It's a much slower round because of that, though, for Astral Influence. Dropping the pace, dropping the tempo, seeing if they can't force some mistakes out of Trident Storm. Still, though, they are positioned towards A. Shot up. Scope from Fire is arch side. Smoke goes down and player actually went through it. I don't know if Fire expects the player to be up this close to him. He's going to be caught completely out. Eno gets the kill and gains the AWP. Now just 2 in the site. It's Clover and Hyphen. Will they be able to find anything else? And Zert's going to throw his head off towards B. Eno with another kill. All of a sudden, this is falling apart. 2 players left. Eno gets a kill. Zert's 2, and that's the half. Astral Influence completely picking apart and destroying that defense.
Jeez, I mean, the fact that Inu was able to get that kill, pick up the AWP, and just go through arches and wrap around and kill the players on the A bomb site just showed how unaware of... They just had no control of the round there. Like, there was no point in that round where they had any control of it. Like, just everything went wrong there. But, you know, at the end of the day, they still did get 5 rounds. I mean, it's not the prettiest, but it still is possible. You know, pick up this pistol. They'll bring it back to 8, 10, depending... I mean, the economy's obviously changed, you know.
Well, actually, with the Valve update, it's no longer a guaranteed 3 rounds if you get pistol. Just because now if you lose it, you can save and have a buy round on that 3rd round. So it's really not even a depends. It's just a case of, because of how the loss bonus is being changed, it's only really 2 guaranteed, or 2 rounds that you can kind of get with easier fashion.
For sure. But, I mean, it just depends on the team as well, because that can prompt a force buy in the 2nd round. But look at this aggression from Banana. That nade could have done a lot more damage. But look at these, okay, these nades are doing so much damage. I take that completely back, but Zertz and Yenny both getting their frags. And, you know, does get another one, making this an advantageous situation for the CT side. It's just Hyphen left in a 1v4 scenario. Does find the first frag, but Cookie is the 2nd one there in Banana. He did not expect that 2nd player there, and that's going to be the 1st round going in favour of the CT side. And like, at first, those nades didn't do too much damage, but as they kept coming in, I believe it was 3 nades at the end of it, did so much damage there.
Now it is 4 SMGs to farm the cash for Astral Influence. Just goes to show the confidence that they're playing with. They don't need any rifles. They only have 1. The aggression as well. You know, just walking out. Yeah, I'll fall to a Glock, sure, but he got a kill. Can he find any more? He's actually got Cookie walking back out. Cookie's dinked up, though. Cookie in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and look at this flank coming in from Yenny as well. You know, he was already in apps pretty much, getting ready to take that. And he's got an M4 in his hands as well. But look at this aggressive positioning from the CT side, clearing out Banana completely. But this could backfire if the T side do decide to go up Banana, and they should do this. I mean, they've got all the information right now, but Zert's finding a kill as well. I mean, they could have been able to get the bomb down there if they went Banana straight away. And Zert's finding another kill as well, definitely shutting this round down. And it's just Hyphen left in a 1v3. P250, I mean, you could maybe find Zert's here, but don't really expect too much out of him this round. He might be able to take him down. Like I said, he takes down Zerts. Does have a bit of an idea of where the other player is, but slowly creeping on him, and that's going to be the 12th round coming out of Astral Influence. And I'm starting to worry here, but I mean, the buy round is going to come in.
Will be full AKs coming in for Trident Storm because they did save that second round, so it's no longer, like you said, the 3 free. It's the 2 free that you get up picking off that pistol. So now those AKs out here, there's only 3 M4s to deal with, so this gives them a window to try and pick things apart. However, Astral Influence have been so very strong. Will it continue coming through? Zert's finding a pair of kills. That's absolutely massive. That M4 wreaking havoc down Banana. Gains a slight man advantage. 2 man, in fact. Although Zertz is quite tagged up heavily.
For sure, and I mean, at this point, like, you gotta be thinking about saving maybe, but I mean, at the end of the day, you know, it's T-side. The CT side do have to split their defenses in most scenarios unless they have a massive read. So they are going into this bomb site. It looks like they are going to be heading towards A, and I mean, it's going to be a 3v3. So if they trade, they can take this bomb site and still get this round.
Sitting in sight though, could be the linchpin of this hold. Players starting to move up, slowly inching their way through, and the smoke is going to be very good to block off apps. A lot of nades, though. Huss took so much damage there. Rotating's going to start to come through pretty quick, though. 2 kills
and they
to
get
open
the
the
trade.
site up.
It's just 1 player left on 16 HP. Will they be able to find him? Oh, look at this flank coming in from Dizzle. I mean, I don't think it's going to matter, Dreambo, because at the end of the day, the CT side do come in and they do get the frags. It's just Clover left in a 1v3 situation. 2 players really low at this point, though. So this is possible if he finds Dizzle. Huge stuff coming out from him. He knows the positioning of Huss there, and now it's just a 1v1 scenario. Takes out the Glock. 19 HP and does take him down. And jeez, that was a 4K coming out from him. 1v3 clutch as well, and that's going to be a 6th round on the board.
That was absolutely insane! Of course, yeah, just happens to find the headshot on the close guy. Yeah, whatever. Turns around, gets the low guy, goes down to plant, pulls out the Glock, thinking you might be able to find that one. Realize no, swap back to the AK, takes the player jumping away to close out the 1v3. That was absolutely insane!
For sure. I think the player in Mini Peak throwing that molly really gave away his position, though. I feel like maybe in that situation, you know, he had a crossfire with his teammate, so that's why when he did that, you know, it was pretty obvious for Clover that he would be towards Arch side. So, but definitely a good read from him. Definitely good stuff there, you know, in that situation. It might be a bit hard to think like that, but look at this positioning from the T side already. Getting complete control of archers and library as well. And Yenny got to be finding 2 frags with that Mac 10, and this round is definitely over at this point, but we might see something huge coming out of Dizzle, but he's only going to be able to take down Clover to 39 HP, and that's going to be a 7th round on the board. And finally Trident Storm. You know, they're going to get a bit of a break here, but when I do say that though, I do see the CT side buying 4 HE grenades. And Dreambo, I'm excited for this.
I need to hear it. I need more hype out of you. Come on, I'm excited. Let's go here, Sassy. All those nades coming in, airstrikes down, fire picked off. Can't fall out of this round. Another kill. 3 quick ones for the T side. And now it is just Huss. P250 in hand. Trident Storm storming Banana there, finding those kills.
Definitely, I mean,
convert this round.
I mean, for the CT side, they did get 2 kills. But at the end of the day, they are creeping towards this A bomb site, but Huss actually getting all of this information at the moment, and he's creeping down mid. If he peeks now, he would have been able to catch maybe one of them off, but now he's not going to be able to do that. And the A bomb site is now in control of Trident Storm, and definitely what they need at this point. Getting that 8th round on the board. The CT side, they should be able to buy next round pretty comfortably, especially saving that AK-47, but Definitely, they're definitely on the track that they need to be, Dreamboat, and I'm starting to get a bit hyped, and hopefully we can see a bit of a comeback here and a second win coming out of Trident Storm. You know, obviously bringing it to overtime on the first map. Can you actually bring me some context? How did that happen? Were they on 15? Did they have to come back to get to 15, or what happened there?
So on the first map, Astral Influence went up 15 to 12. Trident Storm clawed back, managed to force it to overtime. They came out 17-16 at the end of the first one. Astral had the lead, and then they won the next 2 rounds on the second half of overtime to close that one out, 19-16.
Was the comeback on the T side or CT side?
No, it was their CT side standing tall.
Well, let's hope that we do see Trident Storm do that on their T side here. And it's going to be another gun round here. And we do see that nade going into Boiler and not going to be able to find anything from it. But nothing really happening too far in this round. You know, we don't see any banana control coming out of the CT side, but Cookie does find the first kill in mid here. We've also got the boost on Diggity there, but finds another frag as well with his AWP, and this round is already getting shut down from the Astral Influence side. But again, we saw the situation before. At the end of the day, you know, the CTs are going to split their defenses, but they are making the decision to rotate Zerts in, because we did see it get a bit dicey when it was a 3v3 on the A bomb site, but the trade coming out there with the Zerts there, Cookie chiming back in as well, but Zenny might be able to find here, but he can't quite do that. And if he gets that kill, you know, that's a 2v2 and they're going to be able to get the bomb site, but
1 versus 3. Bomb is down. Clover trying to pull this out, and I'm going to hand this off to my better half. Welcome, Justin Cyberwaste Lutz. What do you have for a 1v3 here? As he's here, he's not talking. I'm gonna keep going. I thought he was here working. He's in the mumble. I was hoping. Feels bad. But Cyberwaste is here. He will be here at some point. But he's walking backwards through library. Will he find this 1 kill? Clover trying to find anything. And he walks through. Eno with the up. Closing it out. Winning that round. Sassy, what was that?
I've got no idea. Just crazy stuff. I mean, just loading back into my game there, but it does get the first kill onto Yenny, so definitely another good start from then. I don't know if you're getting it as well, but the Go TV is lagging for me.
It is completely fine for me, so it is continuing to come through. But now, in this round, 1-man advantage for Astral Influence. 3 rounds away from closing out this series. Trident Storm need to show life on this T side. They need to find a couple picks here to make this work. Now, as my co-caster has unfortunately legged out of the Go TV, it is just me. And they are starting to move towards this B site right now. They find the opening kill onto Zerts. Look at Dizzle. The only one in the site. He will go down to Thurla finding that kill. An advantage, but Eno with a nice shot brings it into a 3 versus 3 retake set to come through. Will they be able to find anything? There is a player coming up. Banana. He's going to be caught out by Hyphen. Restoring man advantage for Trident Storm. And 2 players starting to move forward. Clover's got that kill as well. It's just Eno. He's taken out. And Trident Storm win the round.
Definitely a much needed round for them. That's 9-13 now. I'm just relaunching my game. But obviously, we are going to finally see Trident Storm breaking the economy of the CT side as well, and this should be a free round for them, unless something crazy does come out of them. And we're going to see a Zeus kill coming out from Dizzle onto Yenny, and that's
Well, you know,
definitely
Zeus
huge
killed his
stuff coming
teammate.
out of it. I mean, yeah, definitely. But this should be a round for the T side as well, though. But 4v3 scenario as they're making their way into the A bomb site, but Cookie does have an advanced position there, does take down Clover, but he's not going to be able to find anything else out of it. Eno does pick up an AK-47, and I mean, it looks like he actually is going to try retake with it. I mean, you could save it, but you might as well do more damage here. They must know that some of these players are pretty low, as Freely is on 36, Fire on 60, but look at Haas. Getting boosted up here. He's going to be able to get some information for his team as they push through the smoke there, but really shuts them down. With a nice 2k, 4k for...
We have a pause coming in right now. 3 rounds is all Astral Influence need to close the series out. Trident Storm trying to claw their way through. Sassy, who do you have here?
Who do we have here for the game?
Who do you have pulling this off?
Dude, I reckon Trident are going to be able to win this. I'm feeling it.
Would you gentlemen like a third opinion?
Absolutely, Mr. Cyberwaste. What is your call? Who's going to close this out? Do you think it will be Astral Influence to take this series 2-0, taking this map on 16 rounds? Or do you think Trident Storm can force Dust to our third and potentially, well, final map if we get there?
Well, judging by numbers alone, Trident are on a bit of a hot streak. They've been extremely strong, at least on the terrorist side, and perhaps they can keep the rally going. Unless Astral Influence can actually turn their influence to a positive and put up the wall. So I feel Trident Storm will cause a new tide of war, and we will go to Dust 2 to conclude.
Definitely.
It's a bold prediction, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off.
I mean, if they can do it on...
Cyberwaste, I don't know.
If they can do it on one map, surely they can do it here. And I mean, obviously, if you look on the CT side, Astral Influence side, we do see Zertz and 23 and 26 frags respectively, but pause time has actually been cancelled here. And my point with that is that obviously on the T side, it's easier to have your high impact players have more impact. But here, Trident Storm can, leave those players to their sides, try play around them and try avoid them. But we are going to be going into this next round here. It's a bit of a... Definitely a save here, we do have some armor, upgraded pistols and a few grenades and 2 Zeus's coming out as well, but Ferilla taking 39 damage to that nade already. A good start for the CT side, but Dizzle does get taken down for that as well, but we see Banana coming into control of this T side at the moment. And actually finding a dig onto Hyphen. So, I mean, at this point you don't really expect too much coming out, but that's definitely positive for the CT side so far, and they're able to run down this clock a bit as well.
Indeed, but the big thing that Astral Influence will really be going for is A, keeping both of the members with armor alive and well, maybe even getting a weapon for them. Exerts and Cookie, you'll be keeping an eye on them because they could be the guardians for this bomb site. And Exerts has actually claimed one.
Look at this flank. Look at this flank though. They're gonna be heard though. If it can.
Yeti almost single-handedly rallied that back, then claimed 2, but Cookie and Huss will put a close on that. National Influence. The influence does indeed grow. They are 2 rounds away from signing, sealing, and delivering this map of Inferno, and I believe the series as well.
Absolutely. The first map was Astral Influence stealing Trident Storm's pick on Overpass in overtime. Now they are 2 rounds away from closing out the whole dealio. Clover, that's a nice opening kill onto Eno. He's been so very potent with the AWP, but silenced this round. Clover picking it up, trying to move through. There are still 2 players here staying close to the smoke. Is the Dr. Sizzle. He's got 2. He's traded out. Now Stern trying to come through. We'll find 1 as well. Finds 2 actually. Spraying through, and now it is just Hyphen. 1 versus 3. Shot in the back. Cookie's got him. We're 1 round away.
I mean, it was looking so positive for them. I don't know about you guys, but they were starting to make their way back into this game. They had pretty dominant gun rounds as well, but I mean, losing that... I mean, it was a bit of a force buy, but it was practically an eco round. Like, losing that really does hurt you, and you saw it going into that round, but they're going to be forcing into this one, obviously, last round here, if they lose it. But let's see what they've got up their sleeves here. They're going to be trying to take control of Banana, which looks like they're going to be almost successful with here. But will they be able to catch off Dizzle here? The AWP posted up here as well. And Eno does find the first call to Yenny in that bait and switch there. Dizzle chiming in with another frag from Sandbags. Finally traded out by Clover, but at this point, 2v4 situation. It's going to take a miracle from Trident Storm. The only thing going in their favor, there's only 2 people at this bomb site, but Eno does find a kill onto Clover as well in this round. Surely is over here, but Hyphen does get 1 kill. If he can kill this last B play, he might be able to have a chance.
But the window could very, very quickly shut. Hyphen's on an island all of his own, and Cookie is already at the back and bottom of Banana, waiting and seeing, biding his time.
He is aware though.
Hyphen is basically boxed in, and yeah, he's definitely found out now. Already chunked down to 61, and it looks like the storm may actually come to pass, and there will be calm seas ahead if Astral Influence do not put a foot wrong, but it is only a matter of time. 35 seconds, the bomb carrier is moving into the B site. The B player is more than aware of this, just waiting for Hyphen to show his head, waiting for the compatriot to come in from CT. Just stepping around, trying to get it, but Exerts will shut things down, and the storm has passed. Astral Influence win the series outright. Good show.
Definitely a good show.
Beautifully done by them. I mean, especially after stealing their opponent's map pick. You know, Trident Storm, they were up against it at the end of that series. You know, anytime you lose it, it's almost demoralizing. And we saw them come out flat-footed. It was 7-1 at one point for Astral Influence on their T side. And Trident Storm, I mean, they made a valiant attempt to get back into this game, but they were never really in it after that flat-footed start to the second map.
Yeah, well, I mean, I only came in halfway into that game, but I mean, when I came in, it was pretty dominant for Astral Influence. But Trident Storm, you know, definitely putting a good fight back into it from when I started watching it. Obviously, you have more of a perspective on the whole game. But I mean, if it happened the other way around, you know, if they started on the CT side, I mean, on the T side, maybe they might have done a bit better.
Fair enough. And Cyber Waste, any kind of closing thoughts yourself?
Well, not really. I did only see a very brief interlude, but knowing the history of this, especially Trident as an organization, they do have a lot of potential in the back pocket, and this loss could actually really sting quite a bit, especially having a map slip away like that, which is, well, the opening map of the series, which was lost in overtime on the map that you chose. That no matter what level that type of loss occurs, it's really going to hurt. And I hope in the future that the Trident Storm squad can really rally themselves and come back stronger than ever, which is, well, the natural nature of storms in any sense.
Fair enough. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for tuning in. This, of course, was Astral Influence taking the series 2-0 over Trident Storm. I have been Graham Dreamboat Morrison. Give me a follow on Twitter at DreamboatCast. Joined by It's Sassy Mate. You can give him a follow there. And I am Cyberwaste. But don't go anywhere because we're sending you to Capping TV 1, where we will be having a lot more action for the rest of the night. Stay tuned, folks. Have a great evening and drive safe.